Listen, I grew up in a small town too. Okay, I understand what it's like to move to a new city, especially when you're young. You want to go out and meet people and talk to girls, and it's normal. But you're not trying to accomplish something normal. So you're going to be held to a higher standard. You've got to understand that.
I do. And look, I feel like an idiot, all right? I'm not even a huge partier or anything like that. I just got sloppy.
What exactly happened?
Honestly, I forgot to set my alarm, and somehow I left my phone on silent.
Somehow?
Look, Mr. Kelly, I got sloppy. I'm owning that. But it's not gonna happen again.
Well, it can't happen again, but you already know that. What you may not understand is that mistakes do not define you. It's how you respond that defines you, and you have a chance to respond in a big way, starting with your next game.
We're playing the attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about those guys?
I know everything about those guys. My job at the agency is to identify diamond-in-the-rough talent at a high school level. You are one such diamond. And Drexel Carrington, their small forward, is another.
Man, bro, we're still in high school and everybody's talking about this dude as if he's some street ball legend already.
He's from Brooklyn, so he's been hooping on playgrounds his entire life. But he's also the son of two investment bankers. So this kid's had every advantage imaginable. Private coaches, elite camps, you name it.
Not exactly one of us now, huh?
No, he's not. But he's not a phony either. The dude can hoop. An outstanding defender who is lights out from deep. An attack has a bunch of wings who can cut to the cup, then kick it out to him for three.
Oh, kind of sounds like Desmond Bain.
That's a 99th percentile outcome for him, but yeah. And this is the kind of guy that you need to have a great game against if you want your comeback tour to be any kind of success.
I can do that. But somehow, I still feel like I'd messed things up.
Then let's fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Good evening, all. Glad you could join us. I'm Joe Lamy alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. WCBL action is coming up with the Union Elite facing off against the attack from SAC.
Well, both teams have players on the 2KU250 list. Harris for Union Elite and Drexel Carrington for attack from SAC. Here's hoping they both wow us with their best tonight.
And the backdrop to all of this, the Interstate 5 battle. It's Sacramento taking on LA. It'll be the attack from SAC off the tip.
I mean, here in LA, the scouts are always out for club play. But this game might be getting some special attention with some of the players on hand.
Here's Carrington. No good off front iron. And the lineup for the attack from SAC. Michael Pagan runs the point. He's joined by Edward Martinez in the backcourt. Drexel Carrington takes on the three, and it's the brothers Ivory and Austin Lunn forming the front line. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, they've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center. Now Harris, back to MP, to the middle. Here's Mitchell. Bird, 4 on the clock, up again. No good that time. Here's Carrington, MP with the steal. From 12 feet out, Robert can't get it to fall. And the big name that scouts are wanting to check out is Drexel Carrington, but they'll keep their eyes open for any talent who shows out tonight.
And a lot can change as a player develops over their youth career. But first impressions, they mean so much at any level. I'm sure the scouts will have plenty to digest after this contest.
Well, you talk about a player perfect for a role in the NBA someday. Drexel Carrington is the ultimate 3-and-D type of player.
And that's not to sell him short as a player at all, really. Carrington, he's just so comfortable outside in the perimeter. And defensively, he is a force.
Now here's Mitchell. Down low. A nice shot by Robert.
Powerhouse play inside. Robert forcing his way through.
Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. Guarded by MP. MP with the steal. Finds Bird. And there's another one for the Union Elite.
Playing with his head up, locates his teammate, gets him the rock.
And for so many of these kids playing, not only are they trying to grow their game, but they're still growing up.
Well, we all know it can be a long and a winding path to responsibility at times. But for the most part, these kids in the WCBL, they're focused and beyond their years in terms of maturity, mostly, we'd say.
Now here's Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. The pick from Harris. Back to Bird. He tries for 3. Sacked with the rebound. And there's the call on MP. That's his first foul. Here's Carrington. One with the pick. Let's go with the 3. And Drexel Carrington with the triple.
You know, Carrington is always on the hunt for these types of shots. Any chance he can get to hurt you from range.
Pass to Robert. Harris outside. And here's MP. Pagan defending. And it's MP missing. Well, remember, guys, MP missed that game against Surf City. Apparently, that was for missing a morning practice, and the coach wasn't having it.
Look, the best thing that a young player like MP can do is use it as a chance to learn from his mistake. You can forget that these guys are still so young. And sometimes they need moments like these to understand what a coach expects of you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it, and his next one could give him the lead. Both teams changing it up here.
Substitution for Union Elite.
Inside. And that one's good. It's Hilton. And you look at guys like Carrington, a 3-and-D specialist, such a needed commodity in the modern NBA.
And that's because so many teams spread the floor. They need a perimeter defender. Look at any NBA roster. They'll always be able to use a guy who plays tough D and can stretch the floor.
Bullock, no good.
Yeah, and there wasn't a ton of congestion in the lane. He could have done better, that's for sure.
Here's Hilton. Diaz covering. Pass to Mecca. Robinson. Shot from Olsen, no good. Here's Kolish. That's in, and he's found his range with that one. Now 1 of 2.
Nice job getting down low for the easy shot.
Here's Olsen. Pass to Hilton. Takes the 3. MP grabs the miss. And one difference between club play and high school, the game moves a lot faster at this level.
Everyone on these teams has to make a commitment to pursuing basketball. Reactions and decisions need to be quick because these players eat, sleep, and breathe basketball. This concentrated amount of playing time is helping to increase their collective skill level at a much higher pace.
Here's Mecca. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Past MP. Kolish. Here's Bullock. Fader on the way. And again, Union Elite get the bucket.
It looks pretty, but he doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that open.
Sack trailing here. Pass to Hilton. Olsen, a marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Here's Bullock, defended by Robinson. Back to MP.
2 minutes
To the
remaining.
paint. Bullock. Shot clock at 5. From deep, it's MP. Offensive rebound.
Dylan Olsen. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Union Elite. Number 11. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Pagan, bring the ball up the floor. MP with the steal. To the inside. Beautiful dime for the lay-in. And with MP coming from a more rural town and Carrington coming from Brooklyn, they have almost completely opposite backgrounds, guys.
Goes to show that great talent and great players can come from anywhere. What Carrington and MP both have in common is a willingness to compete and a love for the game of basketball.
Union Elite lead. Soft touch off the glass and in.
Nice take, however, a little too easy if you're asking me.
Here's Pagan. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
What are they doing? You can't afford to be lax guarding Pagan, especially when he's operating from the mid-range.
MP with the rock. Martinez covering. 2 points as that one goes. On offense, here's Sack. It's a 5-point game. Martinez outside. Good. Carrington gets the assist.
How about the fast play from Martinez? Able to get the shot off before the defense can really react to the possession.
Here's MP. Another field goal for him. 4 of 6 shooting tonight. Now Carrington. He's covered closely. From deep, it's Pagan. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's Union Elite up 4. And don't go away, we'll be back right after the break. And now we're back, bringing you the second half of this WCBL action between the attack from Sack and the Union Elite. And it's Sack with the ball, trailing by 4. And in the back of the mind, for many of these prospects, they're aware that this is a tryout of sorts for the WCBL All-Star team.
Well, to land a spot on that stacked roster, I mean, that's an incredible opportunity and a great way to get exposure to top programs. But again, it's not all about the stats. It's about outperforming the other star prospects and doing things that set you apart from the crowd.
Lund, that's good.
And the defense was there, but in the end, it didn't matter. Lund knows how to beat him with better offense.
The drive by MP. It's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He's only missed 2 from the floor, 6 for 8. On offense, here's Sack. Pass to Lund. It's Carrington on the wing. Lund. And Lund slams it in.
With authority, Lund just hammering down the slam.
The drive by MP. Count it. That bucket is good.
MP.
And here's Pagan. And the whistle blown against MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Carrington. Down low. Lund. And again, Sack good for 2.
And Lund, he's an absolute force inside. I mean, sometimes it doesn't matter what the defense tries to do.
MP with the look. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play.
As hot as he's getting, they have to plan on bringing the double team every time he touches the ball.
One shot.
And that one misses. And it's Sack's ball. 6-point game. And it's stolen by MP. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass now to Harris. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And you watch Brandon Harris, you can see why scouts love him. Just absolutely gifted as a finisher.
And it's not just at the rim. Even though Harris is automatic down beneath the basket, he can attack a defense from multiple spots on the floor. Harris has everything you want from a scoring big man.
Now here's Martinez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. MP outside. Kicks it to Mitchell. Now here's Harris. Here's MP. That one falls, coming off a nice assist from Harris.
Their shooting percentage just keeps improving here in the second half.
Well, they've done a great job sharing the ball. Good teamwork typically does result in high percentage shots.
Begon, bring the ball up the floor. Comes up empty down low. Mitchell outside. Past MP. Expanding his range. Begon picks up the board. And it's Sack with the ball. Trailing by 10. Lund covered by Robert. Up top, Begon. Lund. And Lund slams it in.
Holy smokes, easy on the rim. Austin Lund bringing down the house.
And time called here, Union Elite. So both teams making some changes here. Well, guys, we talked a lot about both of them coming into this match, but MP is having a much bigger impact so far in this one than Carrington.
He is. He's been the more aggressive player so far. MP isn't waiting for chances to come to him. He's making things happen whenever he's involved in a play, and I like what I'm seeing from this kid.
Begon, bring the ball up the floor. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Begon. And here's Lund. The 11-footer. And no good, trying to use the glass. Now Mitchell. Here's MP. Three-pointer. Lund with the rebound. Just looking to get anything going offensively.
Honestly, it feels like there's a lid on the hoop right now.
That's what you call passing a teammate open, guiding him perfectly.
Now MP. He's got 18. Finds Bird. Mitchell. Buries it from down low.
You're making things far too easy for him if you let him get that deep in the post.
Agreed. You've got to do your work early and keep him out of that spot.
Union Elite deciding to make a change here. And the attack from Sack, call time here.
Time call.
Carrington with it. Lund with the pick. Fires from deep. Over Harris. The bank shot, no good. And so Union Elite has it here. 14 points, their largest lead of the game.
Using his size around the rim, Drew Robert doing work in the paint.
Here's Mecca, covered by MP. Carrington outside, to the middle. Lund misses.
Some tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother him on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now here's Diaz. Harris shot is off. Here's Mecca, covered by MP. Robert supports the double. Here's Olsen. Off target with the three.
He's capable of hitting this shot, just not that time.
Past MP. Sack grabs the miss. Carrington for three. Unable to get that one to go.
Hey, defense, nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. He just can't seem to dial it up this half.
Outside Diaz. Robert. Now Harris. From deep, it's MP. Hilton grabs the rebound. Pass to Mecca. Diaz with the steal. And here they come. MP with the look. That falls. What a feed that time from Diaz.
And this is how you finish a game. They keep adding to this lead and putting it on them.
It really speaks to how competitive these guys are. They're just going to keep playing until that final buzzer sounds.
Here's Mecca. Pass to Hilton. 6 on the shot clock. Carrington to stop the drought. Knocks it down from distance. Well, his ability to defend and shoot, there's a lot to like about Drexel Carrington. No surprise he's ranked 112 on the 2K U250.
You look at how Carrington has grown the last few years, and his court vision has only seemed to grow with him. If he can continue this trend over the next few years, he could be one of the best in the class.
Carrington outside. Pass to Olsen.
Get there, get there.
Inside. It's Mecca. And that one's good. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Diaz. MP. Here's Kolish. And here's MP on the outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Rain, and more rain.
So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, I thought the most interesting part of the game was watching MP show what he's capable of. He's got that moxie. Just the way he carries himself, he gives off superstar vibes.
And he makes winning plays. Of course, on the other end, you have attack from Sack falling short.
Yeah, and Drexel Carrington showed off his 3-and-D skills once again. But that alone wasn't good enough to get them the win. Still, he's got something that will garner interest going forward.
And that's a wrap, everyone. For Drake Hugo, Danny Hager, this is Joe Lamy. Thank you for joining us.
Good game, y'all.
MP. Hey, what up, man?
Hey, Mr. Kelly. You gotta start letting me know when you're gonna pull up.
Come on. You're my client now, all right? I show up for my clients.
Hey, well, how did I look out there tonight?
Solid, solid. You keep that up, got a pretty good chance of making the All-Star team.
Not quite good enough, but no worries. I'm gonna make my case.
You got one more game against a top prospect. That's how you're gonna do it.
Right. Devontae Mills. I almost played with those guys.
Then you know all about it.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lose.